Hi guys, Mary Lisa here. I just created a blog post on the Spirit Collective USA website titled Shadow Work, and I wanted to create a little video for it for those of you who are more of a visual auditory learner. But anyway, shadow work is originally coined by Carl Jung, which is a famous psychologist, and basically he's saying that in childhood we're taught to behave in a certain way. Certain things are appropriate and not appropriate in social settings. So, for example, we're taught not to be jealous and to share and all this stuff. The issue is that when we shelve those parts of ourselves away and we don't sort of reintegrate them or have great coping skills and self-soothing techniques, those become part of what's called the shadow self, which is the part of our subconscious mind that sort of pushes through the mesh to the conscious mind in like little outbursts. So basically, it's important to get to know the shadow self, because in doing that, we curb emotional reactions, we're able to understand ourselves better, and we're able to relate to others as well. So learning the parts of yourself that you have kind of shelved away or fractured off, jealousy, anger, codependency, certain core beliefs, and bringing them to the forefront through meditation, therapy, and intense writing or self-work or Reiki, however, all of these tools that are available to you, bringing them to the forward and making peace with those things allow us to live more authentically. And as you know from previous videos or blog posts, that living authentically is the key to your joy and happiness. So I just wanted to check in with that. And I know I'm making this video, people are still kind of in quarantine in August 2020. And so being with the same people over and over again, it kind of highlights these things, brings out these kind of negative reactions or pushes our buttons in a certain way. And that's totally normal. And that is an opportunity for you to see this part of yourself and bring it from the shadows and sort of sit with it and make friends with it and try to understand it. That is shadow work in itself. So if someone is making me angry, well, essentially no one can make me feel anything, but if I'm having a certain reaction when someone does A, B, or C, I have to bring it back to myself and say, why am I acting like this? Why am I having these thoughts about this situation? So everything is just a reflection for yourself, right? So shadow work is about, okay, what's going on here? What am I really thinking? What's behind this? It's going into the uncomfortable parts of yourself and basically giving it a big hug and saying, it's okay, I love you, and I'm ready to heal that part of myself. So shadow work is all about healing and reintegrating those parts into yourself, because if you're living life as kind of a fractured state, it leads to a lot of maladaptive coping skills and bonding to other things instead of people, such as addiction, porn, inflated sense of self or ego. Sort of all of these negative things are basically fractured parts of ourselves that we're ignoring. So we have to go deeper and deeper into the disenfranchisement of being human to expose those parts of us that are trying to break through. So any sort of deviancy, we can kind of relate back to fractured self. So we don't want to be fractured selves. And in order not to be fractured selves, we have to do the shadow work. So don't forget to read the blog post. Subscribe to the newsletter at spiritcollectiveusa.com so you can get updates about sales, products, and other blog posts. You can follow me on Instagram or subscribe to this channel. That would be super great. Other than that, check out some of the other videos. Let me know what you think. I'm not like a professional YouTuber. I just get on and tell you my thoughts. Hopefully I'll get better at it. And that's all. Thanks for listening.